Wednesday of the 14th week in Ordinary Time. Go to Joseph. Iti Ioseph. Go to Joseph. We must turn to Saint Joseph and ask him to guard and protect the Church, since he is her defender and protector. We must ask him to help our families in their necessities and to help us in our own spiritual and material needs. Sancti Ioseph, ora pro eis, ora pro me. Pray for them, pray for me. For the men and women of today, just as for those of any other age, Saint Joseph represents a dearly loved and venerable figure, whose vocation and dignity we all admire, and for whose faithfulness in the service of Jesus and Mary we thank him. Through Saint Joseph we go straight to Mary, and through Mary to the source of all holiness, Jesus Christ. He teaches us to speak to Jesus with piety, respect, and love. Joseph, blessed and happy man, we say to him in the words of an ancient prayer of the Church, who was permitted to see and hear the God whom many kings wished in vain to see and hear, and not only to see and hear him, but to carry him in your arms, kiss him, and clothe him, and care for him. Teach us to receive him with love and reverence in Holy Communion. Give us a greater sensitivity and finesse of soul. Saint Joseph, our Father and Lord, most chaste, most pure, you were found worthy to carry the child Jesus in your arms, to wash him and embrace him. Teach us to get to know God and to be pure, to be worthy of being other Christs. And help us to do and to teach as Christ did. Help us to open up the divine paths of the earth, which are both hidden and bright, and help us to show them to mankind, telling our fellow men that their lives on earth can be of an extraordinary and continual supernatural effectiveness. Moreover, Saint Joseph provides us with a model whose silent teaching we can and should strive to follow. In human life, Joseph was Jesus' master in their daily contact, full of refined affection, glad to deny himself the better to take care of Jesus. Isn't that reason enough for us to consider this just man, his holy patriarch, in whom the faith and the old covenant bears fruit, as a matter of the interior life? Interior life is nothing but continual and direct conversation with Christ, so that we may become one with him. And Joseph can tell us many things about Jesus. Therefore, let us never neglect devotion to him. Iti Ioseph, go to Joseph. As Christian tradition puts it in the words of the Old Testament, a master of interior life, a worker deeply involved in his job, God's servant in continual contact with Jesus, that is Joseph. Iti Ioseph. With Saint Joseph, the Christian learns what is meant to belong to God and fully to assume one's place among men, sanctifying the world. Get to know Joseph, and you will find Jesus. Talk to Joseph, and you will find Mary, who always sheds peace about her in that attractive workshop in Nazareth.